I'm in a special place today. It's Birds of Eden near Plettenberg Bay in the Western Cape. And Birds of Eden is the largest single dome, free flight, multi-species aviary in the world. And I'm busy walking down to the reception, but the aviary is right behind me there, and I can already hear all the birds calling. Getting here at opening time, just after 8 o'clock, so the birds are all active. But yeah, today, or this video, is going to be how many species we can get a photo or video of, and so I'll explain a little bit more when I'm inside, but that's the mission for today. It's a beautiful place, very special place, like I said, and let's see how many species we can take a photo or video of. Okay, here we go. This is always an exciting part. Okay, we're in, and the first thing that you're greeted with is this beautiful view over a bit of indigenous forest, and I believe most of the sanctuary is indigenous forest, and I think you can see a macaw flying behind me there and hear all the birds. It's absolutely stunning. And at the entrance you can purchase a guidebook or an identification guide, like this one here. I recommend you do that. It gives you a whole bunch of information, and it also says that there are over 1,500 birds, different individuals, and they comprise of over 120 species. And like I said, our mission, our aim today is to get a photo or video of as many of those species as we can. And there's also 2 mammal species, so those are going to be bonus species. If we find them, then you'll see what they are. But yeah, let's get going. Let's get snapping. I spent over 20 minutes just at the starting point here, and I'm realizing this is going to be harder than I anticipated. There's just birds everywhere, and most of them I don't know what they are. So it's going to be quite tough identifying them all on the go. So I think I'm just going to take photos and identify them later. But I know what the first bird that I photographed was. It was a fisher's lovebird. So there's quite a few of them, and they came and joined me drinking from the gutters of the structure here. And then some beautiful blue and gold macaws came, and it looked like one was feeding the other, so that was very cool. What are you, curious fella? Oh, there he goes. I think he must be the sun conner. There were also a couple of red-eyed doves, male displaying to the female. And now I'm coming to the first Turaco of the day. They have a lot of different Turacos here. That's one of the special things about Birds of Eden. So we'll also see how many Turacos we can photograph. As you can hear, the walkway passes over a nice little stream, and by the stream I saw a very colorful male Chinese golden pheasant, which is a nice one to see, and then a few more familiar South African species, speckled pigeon preening itself, lemon dove, and also some weavers. I think they were Cape weavers. So after seeing a couple of interesting cattle egret, I've come across 3 species of guineafowl all in the same area. So along with the Chinese golden pheasant, that is the crested guineafowl. He's quite cool. And then, I don't know if you can hear, but there's a helmeted guineafowl, which South Africans should be very familiar with. And then there's right behind me, the vulturine guineafowl. Now these guys are very cool. They look very professor-like. Looks like they've got a bald head with some funny hair, and they just look very astute and majestic and regal. So yeah, 3 species of guineafowl all in the same spot here. And in the same spot we also added 3 new Turaco species. So heart-libs, white-cheeked I believe it is, and also the Neisner Turaco, which is the one that you get naturally around here. What are you, fella? Are you the Goffin's cockatoo? Is that you? Okay, thank you. Hey, you can't bite my bag. No, no. Oh. And now you've put a hole in my book. What do you have to say about that? Whatever the reason, he made it. This is nice, 2 macaw species together, and we've also added I think 3 new Turacos to the list. Red crested fishes and Buffoni green, I believe. So those are 3 new Turacos on the list, and then a pineapple conure came along with a couple of red Mars conures. And then we've got our first bonus species, mammal species. Remember, there's 2 mammal species that we're looking for, and the first one is the blue duiker, which is the smallest antelope species in southern Africa. One was just eating just below the walkway. Very nice. I just saw a purple crested Turaco, which I believe is our 10th species of Turaco, so we're doing well on the Turaco front. And now we are at the waterbird section, where there's quite a few little ponds and streams, and I saw the first 3 ibis species. The first one was what I believe is a puna ibis, and then he was with a whole bunch of scarlet ibises, those little red dots behind me there. The scarlet ibis is very striking, obviously a scarlet red color, and it is actually the national bird of Trinidad and Tobago. And then the third ibis species was what South Africans will be very familiar with, the hardy-dar ibis. Also, there's a couple of ring teal behind me there, and a few fulvous whistling ducks there crossing the crossing the path, and they make a very cute little sound. I'm now at one of the most popular but also the worst smelling part of the sanctuary. It's the part with the flamingos. So there's 3 species of flamingos. There's the Caribbean flamingo and the greater flamingo, and also the lesser flamingo, the smaller one. And interesting fact about flamingos is they get their color, their pink color, from the carotenoid pigments in the food that they eat. So it's a result of what they eat, and the same is true for the scarlet ibises. So they are the color they are because of what they eat. And also, let me show you here on this crate, there's a few more pineapple conures, and they're actually the same species as the green-cheeked conure. That one's a green-cheeked conure, so they're actually the same species. They just look very different. I have to show you this Chinese goose. He's quite intimidating. He was intimidating while he was in the water, and now even on the land. It's around midday and it's getting a bit busier here, but we're still steadily racking up the species. We've got a couple of starling species, the aptly named superb starling, which is indeed very superb, and also the red-winged starling, which is found in South Africa. And then we also saw the national bird of South Africa, which is the blue crane. And then I also just saw what I believe is a double-toothed barbet. It's still behind me there in the tree, and I was trying to photograph one earlier and kept missing it, so luckily got a good photo of that, so it can count. At the restaurant area, and we've added a few more species, common shelduck, common moorhen, yellow-billed duck, red-billed teal, and then there's some fulvous whistling ducks with very cute little chicks on the water. Okay, I just had a lunch break and took a quick look at the photos that I've taken to see how many species we've got so far, and I believe we've got at least 65 species so far. There might be a couple extra, but I need to go through the photos properly later. So yeah, so 65 species so far out of the 150 plus. It would be great if we could get up to 75 species, and that's kind of half of 150. And I was going to mention a couple of species that I'm particularly looking out for that we haven't got yet, but just before I took this video I already saw two of them. So one of them was the final Turaco species, which was the Lady Ross Turaco, and I saw it sitting in a tree and a leaf was covering its eye, and then when I got to an angle where I could see its eye, I realized it was fast asleep. It was quite sweet. So that was great. And then I saw also the Senegal parrot, which was another one I was particularly going to be looking for. So yeah, so there's still plenty of species to see. Lots of other different parrot and parrot type species, and the one that I particularly want to see, so this is the main target species, is the Nicobar Pigeon. It's amazing. So let's hope we can see that, but if not, it's been a great time, and at least 65 species. Let's see how many more we can get. We got him. We got the Nicobar Pigeon. That's truly a spectacular bird. It looks like an avian rock star. It looks like it's got long locks, and it's just stunning with its metallic colors. So we got the Nicobar Pigeon, and also just behind him was some Indian ring-necked parakeets, and I believe I've just seen a grey go-away bird. Is it? Yes, it is. Let's get a photo. After the grey go-away bird, I saw another Indian ring-necked parakeet, but this time it was the classic light green one. The first ones that I saw were light blue, and apparently you get over 30 variations of color in the Indian ring-necked parakeet. That's absolutely amazing. And then that was followed by, I think it's called a medium sulfur crested cockatoo. What a name that is. But that was next on the list. Just as I was about to start recording this final video, I managed to spot the second bonus mammal species, and it is the large flying fox. It's one of the largest bat species in the world, and I believe their wingspans can get up to 1.8 meters, so they are massive. But that brings my time at Birds of Eden to an end. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, feel free to give it a like, share it, and then subscribe to the channel for more blissful birding, wonderful wildlife, and Eden endeavors and experiences.